Today is Monday, June the 2nd, and I'm just wondering if now you might be seeing the same thing Nico Harrison was seeing when he decided to trade Luka Doncic.
And now, a word from our title sponsor.
We aim to turn your nest egg into a paycheck with half the amount you've been led to believe. Fluent Financial combines in-house portfolio design and risk management with income-generating investments designed to accelerate your financial independence. Our goal is to develop an effective portfolio strategy to help you retire sooner and have a better lifestyle. Visit fluentfinancial.com.
Okay, relax, chill out. I'm not here to change your mind about the Luka Doncic trade. Many of you will never forgive General Manager Nico Harrison for making that deal. But perhaps the developments of the last 5 weeks in the NBA playoffs will at least help explain what Nico Harrison was seeing when he made the decision to deal Doncic. First, some quick background work. You've heard it before. The Mavericks were facing giving Doncic 5 years and $345 million this offseason, the largest contract ever given to an NBA player. There were concerns about Luka's continuing seeming disinterest in getting in top shape. And finally, his defense, or should I say his lack of defense. A general manager of a sports team, a pro sports team, has only one job. That's to evaluate his team against the rest of the teams in the league. Because his one job is creating a champion. But what Nico saw, and feel free to disagree here, was the Mavs team not capable of playing enough defense to win the title. Oh, it was very good offensively. But defensively, some nights mediocre would be a compliment. But at the other end of the floor, he saw that team having difficulty matching up and keeping up. In short, not good enough to win it all in his estimation. Oh yes, the Mavericks made it to the finals last year, losing 4-1 to the Boston Celtics. And in those 4 losses, the Mavericks scored under 100 points in every game. The Celtics held them to 93.5 points per game in those 4 defeats. Sports teaches us that defense does win championships. Just ask the Dallas Stars, who found that out in the series against Edmonton. The potent offensively Stars got outscored 19-6 in the last 4 games of that series, losing all of them and being again eliminated at the conference championship level. Now, again, you are free to disagree with Harrison if you believe the Mavs could win it all fueled by offense. But Harrison, looking at the league, especially the West, and what he saw, and maybe what we're now seeing, troubled him a lot. He saw a window closing for the Mavericks, not because they weren't pretty good, but because of the onrushing trains of 3 teams in the West. Oklahoma City was racing forward, and we're now seeing that they arrived. And right behind them was Houston, and right behind Houston will come San Antonio. He saw a West that would soon be all at the mercy of these extremely young teams that had talent, lots of draft picks still, and cap money available. Again, perhaps you disagree, But Harrison went all in, hoping to win it this year or perhaps next year before the youth of those teams matured into NBA monsters. Well, it appears one monster has arrived. Oklahoma City posted a 68-14 record this year. Yikes. The next highest win total in the league was 64 by Cleveland, then down to Boston at 61. And you know who was the fourth best record in the league this year? Houston at 52 wins. Houston's rapidly advancing also. OKC now finds itself in the finals against the Indiana Pacers. This is a classic matchup of an offensive-minded team, Indiana, against a team that can really play defense, Oklahoma City. Let's look at Oklahoma City's postseason so far. They've played 16 games. They are 12-4 in those 16 games. It started with Memphis. Memphis was the number 2 scoring team in the league, averaging 122 points a game. Oklahoma swept that series, holding Memphis to 98 points per game, 24 points per game under their average. Wow. Next came Denver. Tough series. Oklahoma City won it 4-3. Denver during the regular season averaged right at 121 points per game. In this 7-game series against Oklahoma City, they never got more than 121 points in a game. In their 4 losses, Denver scored 106, 105, 93, and 87. In the Western Conference Finals, Oklahoma whisked aside Minnesota, 4-1. Minnesota averaged 114 points per game this season. In their 4 losses, the T-Wolves scored 94, 103, 126, and 94 again. You get the picture. Oklahoma's defense has been spectacular against some of the best teams in the West. Their defense this year ranked number 3 in the league. Their offense ranked number 2 in the league. Yikes! What a combination! And here's what Harrison saw. Oklahoma City is a team of children. Solid bench guard Alex Caruso is 31 years old. A little further down the bench comes a usual player, Kendrick Williams, who's 30 years old. The entire rest of the Oklahoma City Thunder roster is 27 years old or younger. Their starters are just kids. There's 2 27-year-olds, a 26-year-old, a 24-year-old, and a 23-year-old. Harrison was hoping, by making the trade, that he could put together a veteran team that would steal a title before the Thunder became a dominant team. It appears too late for that now. Maybe it was a good idea. Can the Mavs possibly get good enough to derail Oklahoma City or maybe Houston in the next year or two? I'm going to guess probably not. But at least you may now know what Harrison was probably thinking when he made the Luka deal. His strategy may not work out. But that's the life of a general manager in professional sports. Are you struggling to cook healthy meals that actually taste good? Not sure what seasonings go together to make your food pop? Well, let's be honest. You need something quick and easy for your busy schedule, and OPA has you covered. Introducing OPA seasonings. Mary just loves them on meat, fish, chicken, veggies, salads. Just sprinkle, enjoy, and you will love OPA. You get it easily. You go to the website, opafoods.com, OPAfoods.com. Use the promo NORM and you get 10% off your order. And here's the best part. A portion of every purchase goes to the Austin Street Shelter for the Homeless, helping those in need while you enjoy great food. Delicious meals, a great cause, and savings. What's not to love? Try OPA today. In 1993, Bob opened the original Bob's Steak and Chop House on Lemon Avenue. 32 years later, the original Bob still greets you at the original Bob's. And now his sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch has opened in McKinney. Same fantastic beef and fresh seafood at these two Bob's, each run by the Bob's Steak and Chop House.
Today's episode brought to you by Fluent Financial, Retire Sooner, Better Lifestyle, by Bob's Steak and Chop House, and by OPA Seasonings. Savor the flavor in your food.
Thanks for joining us on today's episode of Just Wondering. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, hit follow, and then a fresh new episode will be delivered right to you. And should you know other people who might enjoy it, please share it with friends. The executive producer and sometimes on-air talent of Just Wondering is my wife, Mary Dange. The producer is Mike Matern. The technical director is IndyCar Tim Hand from FanStream Sports. We really appreciate your being with us. It's just fun to do, and I hope it's fun for you too. And realize that every day, I'll be just wondering about something.
And I'm Mary Hitzges.